All right, and now for our fourth and final region, we are moving into the Wild Wild West. Our first matchup is going to be number 1 Kansas, another duo. This is actually our first duo on duo. This is our first pair matchup going against each other. This is Kansas with Big J and Baby J going up against 16 Howard with Howard Bison and Lady Howard Bison.
Yeah,
really a name.
I couldn't find their names ever, but I have never seen Baby J before with Big J. I don't really watch a ton of Kansas basketball, but that's adorable. I think it's like Big Brother, Little Brother, from what I read. And then the Howard Bison, the boy Bison, he looks pretty tough and scary. But the girl Bison has so much lipstick on. I just don't think she would be any help in a fight. And I think Baby J would give it his all to protect Big J.
Yes. Yeah, I think that brother dynamic is going to be really hard to beat because they just seem like they'd stick up for each other. Like, they mess with each other, but no one messes with them. Yep. And Lady Bison has, like, the lipstick I can't get over. She's definitely, like, on her phone. Howard might be, like, the boy Bison might be a little tougher, but he can't take down both J's.
And the only thing else that I'll add is, like, the boy Bison has no pants, and both Big J and Baby J both have pants. So, like, they're the clear winners.
Mentally, that matters. To have a mental game to know that you should put pants on in the morning.
Well, in my opinion, it's inappropriate that he's around a child, Baby J, without pants on. I think that's wrong.
Oh, yeah. Call Olivia Benson.
Kansas, I think, should move on.
Kansas is moving on. The winners. All right. Next up, this quote-unquote matchup. Thanks again, Big Ten. It's number 8 Arkansas, Tusk, our first pig. Let's go. That gets exciting. Versus number 9 Illinois with silence. We have no mascot again. Insert fart noises. So automatically Tusk is moving on. But give me your thoughts on Tusk.
I like him. I like that he's our first pig. Only thing that I would change is, like, just the human feet sticking out at the bottom.
Yeah, give him
that
hooves.
Could be fixed. Yeah, but I mean, he has a tough face. I like him.
Yep, I think if he had to go against someone, he would stand a chance of winning that. But obviously, default, he's moving on. He's a legend. I imagine. I look forward to whatever his reaction would be. Arkansas always has good reactions to winning. So
shirt ripped off around his head. Yep.
All right, they'll move on. Our next matchup is number 5, St. Mary's, the Rattler man, which I believe is our first reptile. That's exciting. Versus number...
We have the turtle.
Oh, that's right. That is a reptile. But this is our first slithery reptile.
Yes.
Versus number 12, VCU, which is Rodney the Ram. Sydney, your thoughts on these two fellas?
So, first of all, let's start with Rattler Man. I like him because he's unique. I like the rattling tail and everything. He looks like he's constructed, maybe with a little bit of a smaller budget than Rodney the Ram. But I don't want to discount him too much because I like Rattler Man. But Rodney the Ram...
He'd win a lot, but I don't know about here.
No, I don't think he would win against Rodney. He is so well put together. Like, beautiful craftsmanship. Huge muscles. Those horns are so tough.
Oh my god.
Those would definitely would not break. Like, they're yeah. And his eyes, he's staring into Rattler Man, looking at him like he's dinner.
Yes. He's eating him. He definitely has like the qualities of like Disney level craftsmanship, right? Where his face is so well constructed, and as much as it looks like they would blow their whole budget on just his head, like the rest of his body, like you said, muscly, his horns are he's a winner.
Yeah, all the way, Rodney the Ram.
Also, I like to imagine, if you look at Rattler Man, I like to picture snakes with legs, and that makes me I guess that's like a lizard, I suppose, but he is a rattlesnake, so I like to picture a really long snake, but then give him 2 little legs at the end, and that's funny. So he's funny, but not winning. Okay, number 12, VCU, Rodney the Ram. Rod the Bod is moving on. Now our next matchup is number 4 Yukon with Jonathan the Husky versus number 13 Iona, which is Killian.
Killian the Irishman.
Killian the Irishman.
I don't really care for Killian. He kind of has a scary face. But Jonathan the Husky, it's so funny that it's a full name like that. Like, could be like Johnny the Husky or even John the Husky. I don't mind. But like Jonathan, a full long name like that. He's our first Husky, so I like that. Huskies are tough. He has a nice face. I just think Killian would not stand a chance against Johnny.
What are his legs doing in this photo too? He's just if he had a mustache, I might have a little more respect. But I just don't see. I don't know why his legs are yellow either. Does he have like tights under his shorts? Compression tights?
Maybe
he is wearing compression tights, which, could lead to him being a little better of a battler. He's a baller, but I agree with you. I think Jonathan is a winner, and he's so fluffy too. Oh my gosh, look at him.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the Great Wolf Lodge. I love the Great
Wolf
Lodge.
He does. That's what I was just gonna say. He reminds me of, a hometown attraction, home state attraction here in Michigan.
Was hometown. Every day. All right. So number 4, Yukon, Jonathan, full name Jonathan the Husky, is moving on. Our next matchup, I think, is one of our strongest ones. This is number 6, TCU, the Horned Frog, versus the play-in winner, the 11th seed, Arizona State, and Sparky the Sun Devil, our second Devil. Sydney.
So, like you said, I think this is a really good matchup. I like both of these mascots are tough, and they're super unique, so props to both of them for that. The Horned Frog, the muscles on him are insane, and then the, clubbed, spiky hand things that he has going on, insane. His face is a little, but the muscles and the clubbed hands, there's no putting up with that in a fight. I like Sparky. I think he would be mischievous in a fight. Yeah. I'm sure, doesn't he have a trident? I think he has a trident.
I think so too.
Beautiful, well-groomed, small mustache.
Gotta like that. that.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a small. I think there's a name for a mustache like that, but I don't know. I'm not a mustache expert, but I just think the Horned Frog is winning.
I do too. I think Sparky the Sun Devil gets a little too cocky, and I just think every part, how we've talked about other people having weapons, the Horned Frog is a weapon. Every part of his body. They asked him, do you want hands? And he said, no, I'll take clubs. It's like when a defensive lineman breaks their hand and they just put a club on and then they just bat the ball down. That's the TCU Horned Frog. He's Texas Christian. He's Christian. This is a devil. We're not choosing against the Horned Frog in this one.
Yeah, I'd say TCU all the way.
Yep, TCU will be moving on. Our first frog, our third reptile. Count it.
It's true.
Our next matchup is number 3, Gonzaga with Spike the Bulldog versus number 14, Grand Canyon University with Thunder the Antelope. Our first antelope.
Okay, so first of all, Spike. The body is okay. I don't dislike the body. He looks fuzzy. He looks nice, although he does have human hands. A nice spike collar, as Gonzaga has. His face just is such a letdown. His eyes are so undefined. He does have some pointy teeth, but maybe no top teeth. I don't know.
He bites his own top of his mouth. That can't be.
Yeah.
Not beneficial.
And Thunder the Antelope, he looks like he has mischievous eyes, and he's going to be fast. He's going to be quick on the draw. No way Spike can keep up.
No,
I think Thunder all the way.
I totally agree. He has the qualities of Dasher from Rudolph, Rudolph's dad, and I think that's a quality guy. That's a tough guy. That's a coach. So he's mentally ready. And I just think if anything's gone between, we've seen how much the eyes really matter in these mascot battles, and the eyes of thunder, I think, just...
Yeah. And I like that he doesn't just have, like, gloves on his normal hands. He has, like, mittens that make it look like hooves.
Yes.
That's a detail that they left out on Spike. So Thunder has it.
That's why you're doing this, because that's something, like, the normal Joe wouldn't notice, but someone who's, like, a mascot expert like you notices.
Yeah.
All right. So then that means that our winner moving on is number 14, Grand Canyon University and Thunder the Antelope. Our next matchup is number 7, Northwestern, Willie the Wildcat. We got another Wildcat. We love to see it. And then we have number 10, Boise State with Buster Bronco. Sydney, thoughts?
So, first of all, love that Northwestern even has a mascot. That puts him above other Big Ten schools.
All of them.
But I gotta say, Boise State and Buster the Bronco, he's handsome. He's a good-looking guy. And I bet he could kick Willie's butt. No offense.
Yes. Willie would be the type of guy who'd, like, stand behind Buster. You know how, like, you're not supposed to stand behind a horse, and Buster just, like, kicks him. One kick right to the gut.
100%. I mean, although Buster does have normal human hands, but I think it looks like Willie does too. He looks buff for a horse. And I like his face. I just think he's a better put together mascot than what Willie is, and so I'd lead number 10 Boise State going forward.
Yep, I think so. I think that's fair. I think we're sick of the Wildcats. I think he gives off grandpa energy too, and I think we move on number 10, Boise State, and Buster Bronco is heading on. All right, and our final matchup of the West of the entire bracket is number 2, UCLA, another pair, which is fun, our second bear pair, Joe and Josie Bruin, versus number 15, UNC Asheville, Rocky the Bulldog.
So I have to say I feel similarly about Joe and Josie as I did about, I can't remember their names, Marigold and Bruiser.
Yes.
They're bears and they're cute enough, but their faces are tough.
Tough.
Yeah, both of them, which is not what we could say about all the pairs of mascots. Sometimes I felt like the female or the girl version was, kind of played down, whereas these ones don't look that way. They both look tough.
Agreed with both those things.
And Rocky the Bulldog, it's a smaller school. I like that it's a unique take on a bulldog. He has this unique look. His mouth is just hanging wide open all the time.
That must smell.
I just think Joe and Josie, like Rocky's, stands no chance against both of them.
No, he's got no muscle definition. He looks like a kid. Like, he looks like Rocky the Bulldog is just a kid. He's sweet. He likes to have a good time. But, like, these two are born and raised in the forest, in the woods. They are bears. They just happen to look good in a cheer uniform and a baseball jersey. Like, they're still wild animals, and this guy is a domesticated dog for sure. Yeah,
he kind of looks like he might be a middle schooler wearing a morph suit.
Yes.
With like a bulldog head on top. So, number 2, UCLA, in my opinion, all the way there.
They're moving on. This pair is too much for old Rocky boy.
Yep.
And that does it for the West region.
I think this went swimmingly. We agreed on a lot of things that may not happen as we continue to kind of get deeper into our bracket. I think that concludes our episode for the day. We'll be back again to do another round of our mascot bracket and get to, Elite 8, Final 4, and then we will crown our mascot champion. I look forward to that a lot. Thanks again, Taylor, for joining. I'm super pumped to have you on, and we will see you all again soon.
Sounds good. Bye, everyone.